I'm in pain.
Oh, yo, I feel like I look crazy right now. Oh, we got a leg day. This is like my second to last leg day before prep starts. We're gonna enjoy this workout as much as we can. Yeah, we got coconut water and we got honey to keep us through. So I'm gonna take you guys through my leg day. Teach y'all motherfuckers how to grow them legs. Grow them legs. Yeah. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get groovy. Yo, if you guys want to know how to protect your knees and bulletproof your knees, I'm telling you, doing that walk on the incline treadmill for like 5 minutes before your workout, and telling you that's all you need for bulletproof knees. That's like bread and butter to me. It's so good. I'm telling you, that's what I tore my meniscus like a while ago, and that's like the one thing that kind of helped me like recover my knee so fast. It was a walk on an incline treadmill backwards, I'm telling you. If you guys struggle with like knee pain or any of that, doing your hamstrings first to warm up your knee before any like compound movement, especially if you're doing like a quad focus leg day and you have like a squat or like a hack squat in place before that. Doing your leg curl and everything first, any hamstring, just to warm up your knees is gonna save you like a ton. Plus, a lacking point in a lot of people's physiques is their hamstrings. So doing this first is really smart too, because you have your most energy. So I would always recommend doing your hamstrings first. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. Tip number 2, make sure you're tracking your lifts. You might be doing unknowingly the same weight for like 4 weeks straight and you're not progressing. And it's because of that. You're not seeing any growth or anything in like strength or even size. Each week you should be writing down, I did 2 plates for 8 reps. And the next week, 2 plates and a 5 for like 6. And then you stick with that until you get like 8. Then once you get 8, the next week after that, put another 5 on. And you just keep progressing. If you don't track your lifts and you just keep guessing every time, you're not gonna make progress. It's gonna be very like linear. Yeah, you might like think like, oh yeah, I did like 2 plates, I'm gonna just do it until like I physically can't no more, and that's how I'm gonna progress each week. You're never gonna know the exact number or anything because you're just gonna forget. It's just mindless. You're gonna notice huge progress and you're gonna notice a big difference in like your strength, especially if you keep tracking your lifts, because you know for sure that every week you're gonna progress. And that's really good when you try to cut. A lot of the time when you're cutting, you do tend to lose a little bit of strength. So knowing where you should be at and trying to keep progressing is gonna help you maintain as much muscle as you can when you are in a caloric deficit. That's tip number 2, is tracking your lifts. Also, I just thought about this. Tip number 3 is to visually feel your muscle work, like going down in the eccentric, and you think about your fibers stretching and pulling and contracting. I'm not even lying, I feel like once I started doing that, my legs have shot up because I have such a better mind to muscle connection. I try to go super slow down and visualize every part, especially like the outer sweep of my quad just working. When I shoot up and I accelerate up and I feel it, try to visualize the fibers all working and you really like contracting it and stimulating it. Especially for new lifters who don't really understand like what each movement really does for your muscle, trying to visualize the muscle working is gonna help you tremendously, because you're gonna realize this is what it's doing. And I don't know, it's psychological, but it works, I'm telling you. And also like your brain, it like tells your brain to tell that muscle to stimulate and use that muscle to help push the lift. So like it is psychological, but it's also a smart way of lifting too. Tip number 4, go to failure. The last set that you do should be till failure. And even when you're at failure, you should be trying to get some partial reps in there too. I'm telling you, that's when you grow. That's how you're gonna experience the most growth, is when you push yourself to your limit and go to failure. People hate legs, like there's no question about that. There's very few. I like to hit legs some days, but there's very few people that actually do like to hit legs. And a lot of people find it uncomfortable to hit their legs and they don't like the feeling of being sore. Number one, if you don't like the feeling of being sore after leg day, then this video is not for you. You don't want to get big legs. Because if you want to get big legs and don't like the feeling of being sore and hurting, then you could skedaddle. It's gonna hurt. No matter what you do, growing your legs is gonna hurt. You're gonna have to push yourself to past failure, especially since it's your legs. That's like your main support system. To reinstate it before, a lot of people don't like that feeling of going to failure and pushing themselves on legs, because it is a very big muscle, and so it does take a lot of energy out. So especially right like after a set or in between a set, your heart is beating like the most it can, because you're working extremely hard. But I'm telling you, especially for guys, leg day is super important. You get the most amount of testosterone the day after your leg day, so grow your legs. Tip number 4 is just to hit legs. But no, tip number 4 is really push yourself and go to failure. I guess while I'm here, tip number 5, push the seat all the way back. The reason being, a lot of people, they do their leg extension and they're like this. Their legs aren't fully stretched. Your quad especially, your quad is not fully stretched when you do this. Once you lean back, start to work all on the upper quad as well. It might just be a 0.2% difference of growth, but every percent matters. Tip number, I think 6, new study that came out about rest pause sets is when you take your last set to failure. Then after you do failure, like you can't push anymore, you rest for like 15 seconds and then you go back and try to do like 3 more, or until you can't anymore. So that's tip number 6, is to do rest pause sets on your last set of legs. I usually just do that for leg extension and hip adduction. So when you're at your last set, go to failure, rest for 15 seconds and push another 3 out. That's a really hard training intensity to do, but I'm telling you, your legs are gonna grow from that. The next tip, whatever, 8, 9, is to do your hip adductions. I slept on this movement for so long, and I'm telling you, I just started doing it last bulk. I'm telling you, because I started doing this, it blew up my legs completely. Like, I'll put a picture up wherever on the screen where my legs used to be, and then I'll put it where it is now. But I'm telling you, it's gonna grow all of this, and that's really what you need for a visual effect of big legs. So train your adductors. The next tip, buy a gym pin. It might sound so douchey to say, but a lot of these machines, especially at commercial gyms, are way too light. Especially like a hip adduction machine. Buying a gym pin is gonna unlock so many new doors for growth and everything. So there's really no point. Just buy it. I don't know how much this was, but maybe like 60. It's worth it. It's worth it at the long run. But yeah, buy a gym pin. We just finished out our workout, and now I just heated up my not my last meal, but my post-workout meal. It's a meal from Hummus Fit. It's a meal prep company. It's pretty famous among the bodybuilding community. Steak and sweet potatoes. So we're about to eat this up, and that brings me to our last tip. Make sure you track your meals, you count your calories, and you make sure you're hitting your protein goals. If you really want to grow your legs, you're not going to grow them in a deficit. I'm sorry, but it's very rare that you see inches added to your legs when you're cutting your calories. If you want to grow your legs, you must be in a caloric surplus. That means you got to count your calories to make sure that you are hitting your goals each and every day, so you know that you're making progress, and you know whatever you did in the gym is going to be accounted for at home when you eat, or even in the gym like me when you eat. Another thing with counting your calories, make sure you hit your protein goals as well. That's so important. Protein is the main builder of growing muscle. You know, it's the protein and the amino acids, all of that scientific stuff, your testosterone, everything. That's the main thing that's going to help you grow your muscles. So make sure you hit your protein goal. Usually shoot for your body weight in protein. I go a little higher than my body weight. So when I bulk, I usually get to 200. So I usually shoot for around like 200 to 250 grams of protein when I bulk. And then when I cut, I like to keep the protein similar, so I know I can maintain the amount of muscle that I did grow in the off season. That's all the tips that I have for you guys to grow your legs. Remember, a main thing that plays a part, it is genetics. I'm only telling you from how I function, how my body functions. Not every single one of you is going to function the same way I do. I was gifted with bigger leg genetics, so it is easier for me to grow my legs, but I know there's some of you guys that do struggle with smaller leg genetics, and it is harder to grow your legs. Either way, all these tips that I showed you are going to help no matter what. They are very universal. No matter if you're counting your calories, any of the intensity stuff that I showed you guys, the seat placement, whatever, anything. They're all very universal. That's the stuff that I saw help me grow my legs. And yeah, that's going to wrap up the video. If you guys did like it, please like and subscribe. Comment below if any of these tips help. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.